Kenyetta Chinwe, the Amplify Project Coordinator and Faith Advocacy Coordinator for SisterSong, the Women of Color Reproductive Justice Collective. We are so happy you could join us today for the July New Moon ceremony of RJ Intentions for Black Lives. As always, we aim to tap into the deep wisdom of our faith traditions and our ancestors to do impactful spiritual work for and in defense of Black lives. We know that we fight not only against flesh and blood and want to use the energies of this new moon to provide spiritual support for our young people and organizers fighting the good fight of faith in the streets. Today, we acknowledge the new moon in Cancer, an energy rooted in compassion, care, and nurturing. The placement of this particular new moon in relation to other planets is about nurturing ourselves through transition. As the world begins to emerge from the effects of global pandemic, it is our desire to set intentions for the preservation and protection of Black and Brown people. We set these intentions with the hope and aim that they can and will grow in the light of the moon as she travels through her phases to full. This ritual as community ceremony helps to solidify our ongoing commitment to the preservation of Black and Brown bodies and our commitment to each other. Moonstone. First, we raise moonstone. This stone represents the beauty and power of feminine lunar energy. It encourages relaxation and aids in tapping into intuition. As we place it on our altar, we speak the intention that all Black, Brown, and Indigenous people fully tap into their intuition in the energy of this new moon. May our intuition guide us to ways of rest and to means of smoothly transitioning back into the world forever changed by global pandemic and global revolution. Ashe. Bloodstone. This stone of bloodstone is an amplifier of energy and a motivator. We align with its power of motivation as we set goals towards our collective liberation, ever closer in this redesigned post-pandemic reality. May we be motivated to continue the work of reimagining and building a world that is free of state-sanctioned violence, a world where we can thrive and live in the greatness of our fullest potential, and we invite help from the seen and the unseen to aid us in not only imagining but building this bright new world. Ashe. Rose quartz. Next, we align with the energy of unconditional love that is amplified by the rose quartz. And as we do, we pray that the hearts of all of our Black, Brown, and Indigenous people be strengthened as we continue in the fight for better conditions for ourselves and future generations. May our motivation for movement always be centered in love for our people. We declare that our compassion be met with compassion, and our persistent care for one another yield lasting results for 7 generations to come. Ashe. We are grateful for the energies that nature provides us in all its forms. We are glad for the ability and the will to align ourselves with the energy of the moon that moves all the waters of the earth, including the waters of our bodies. It is our prayer that as she grows in splendor to fullness, that our intentions grow in manifestation, and that we get ever closer to the place that sees us whole, healthy, and free. Asheo. Thank you so much for joining us today. Look forward for our ceremony guide for the full moon, closer to the full moon. Have a wonderful weekend.